Hi, I'm James, and today on the desk we have this, which is the HP Elitebook 830 Gen 11. This is the Core Ultra Series 1 base machine, and being a business-focused laptop, getting into this is relatively straightforward. We have 5 screws on the back, and these are retained into the back panel. There should not be any hidden screws on here, so we do not need to remove these rubber feet. I am using just a Phillips P80-bit screwdriver here, along with the plastic pry tool, and some Amazon affiliate links for these are in the description, along with bits like the SSD and battery, which we're looking at in this video as well. So with these 5 screws undone, we're going to take our pry tool, and we're just going to press in at the back here, and in, and then lift just to free the back panel, and then we should be able to run along the back here, just pressing in slightly, and then just using our hand, pull the back panel free. So once inside, as always, our first job is to disconnect the battery. This is the wide connector here, and we're just going to push down with the pry tool to get that free and pull it completely clear. We will look at how to replace the battery at the end as well. In terms of upgradability, so we do have the wireless WAN port here, which is on this model. We're not going to look at. In terms of upgradability, our memory is soldered down to the mainboard and is under this cover. So that leaves only the SSD and the Wi-Fi as upgradable parts. So looking first at the SSD, this is underneath this cover here. So by pulling this tab, we can remove that and find the drive underneath. To remove the drive, we then have a single screwdriver, a single screw here. Same screwdriver bit to remove that. And with that done, we can then lift the drive up and pull it to remove it. We're going to refit this same drive here because it's a 2TB drive and that's what we want to keep in this machine. But if we were installing a new one, we would need to either clone the contents of the drive onto the replacement or do a clean Windows install onto it. Refitting the drive, we simply slot it back into place, push down and refit the screw. For the cover, we can then line that up. There are these metal clips on the board, so carefully line that up with these, and then clip back down into place to cover the drive like so. If for whatever reason you want to replace the wireless card, this is a AX211. You could possibly fit a BE200 for Wi-Fi 7 support, however, but you may want to check whether there is any blacklisting of devices on the BIOS on these. It may only want to support the approved wireless cards on these machines. To remove the antennas, simply slot your pick tool underneath and ease them up. These are labelled, so 1 and 2, and also with the colours as you'll find on the cards themselves. To remove the card, again just undo your screw, it will pop up, and then just ease it out like so. And then to refit, slot back into place, screw down, and then the always slightly annoying thing of reconnecting the antennas. So we need to use our pry tool to align these. And when you've got it correct, they will click back down into place. Like so. If you need to clean or replace the fan, then this can be easily removed. We have 3 screws. Again, these are captive, so they stay in place. And then we also have the fan connector here, which we want to ease out as best we can without blocking the view for the camera. With that disconnected, we can then lift the fan and slot it out, and then we can clean the front of the heatsink if needed, clean out the fan, and if this has failed, replace it completely. If we want to redo the thermal paste, then we can undo the 4 screws that hold down the heat pipe and heatsink. And with those undone, we can take a grip of the heatsink itself. We're going to need to just remove this tape, which is connecting it to here. Peel that up, and then we can lift clear gently without bending anything. The heat pipe like so. Before applying our new thermal paste, we of course want to clean off the old. I'm just going to use a little IPA here to soften and remove the thermal paste. Because this machine is fairly new, this isn't really needing replacement now, but just to demonstrate how to clean things up. And then the same for the heatsink as well. Cleaning off the existing thermal paste so that we can replace it with some fresh. So for the fresh thermal paste, we're just going to squeeze a little onto the die there in the centre. Then we can bring back in our heatsink. Make sure this tape is peeled out the way so it doesn't get stuck underneath it. And work diagonally to refit the 4 screws. With that done, we can then reconnect that little bit of tape and bring back our fan, slotting that into place, reconnecting the fan header by sliding that back in, and redoing the 3 screws. So with all this done, our final task is how to replace the battery. This is a BX03XL type battery, and it is held in place by 4 screws along this edge here. I will try to find a replacement option on Amazon. However, you may, particularly when this machine is newer, want to replace with a genuine HP battery. But with that undone, we can slide up and free it from the system. And then to replace, simply line it up, slot it back in under these tabs here, and press down and refit the 4 screws. So with our work completed, we're ready to get this machine with the back panel back on and reassembled. First thing though, we want to remember to reconnect our battery. So insert that and slot up, making sure it's pressed fully in. Then we can take our back panel, align with the front here, and press around the outside to engage all the clips, and then simply do back up the 5 screws on the base. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you have, do give us a like and a comment to let us know what work you did on the machine. Hit subscribe if you'd like to see more videos as we post them, and you can always consider a super thanks as well if you want to contribute towards the running of the channel. As before, the links for all the parts are in the description, and thanks for watching.